But there was another story that was doing the rounds about you and Mike Tyson, which was so ridiculous.
Oh, that's true. Actually, it was 10 years
ago.
ago this week because we had just gotten married in Nevis, Yvonne and I, and I was picking up a World Music Award in Monte Carlo, and Mike was there, Mike Tyson.
Mike.
He was going through his Buddhist, kind of patch. He was very chilled, and we were having a chat with him, and I went over to him, I was celebrating my birthday, and I went, Michael Collins will kill you, I said. I think they mean Steve Collins, he says, and he said to the security, take him away, will you? So I was dragged away. So the next morning I was, full of beans. I was at the airport, and he was asleep in the same clothes on a bench in the airport, fast asleep. So I ran over and I slapped him on the face, and I legged up the escalator, my boarding pass in hand, open the gate.
But, you slapped Mike Tyson?
Yeah, but he was still asleep.
I should hope so.
He was gone, so he didn't move.
When it ended in, let's call it phase 1 of Boyzone, this being the beginning of phase 2, I mean, Mikey, I just got the impression it was quite abrupt, and I would imagine after all that attention and adulation and, if you like, fame and celebrity, for it to disappear, was it like the rug being pulled, or how was that?
It certainly was strange to get used to it all again. No, I have to be honest, I couldn't wait to get out of it at that time, because it was just, I had enough. It was high pressure, I had, my first daughter was born, just needed a break. You need to get some normality back into my life, So for me, it was great those first few years to get back to myself. But then when I began trying to get back into the music business and different stuff, you find out
that was tougher. But and Stephen, for you, was it a kind of just too stark a contrast?
I mean, when it all ended, I was depressed for 2 years.
Were you?
Yeah, it was really weird. I just became a hermit. I had a solo album, but my heart and soul wasn't into it. I didn't do any promotion. I just didn't want to be there.
Were you upset?
It was just weird doing promotion without the guys. I really hated it. I hated being out there on my own doing it. And then I started to kind of say, listen, you got to get up and do something what you really want to do. And that's when I started doing musical theatre. And
was there a moment, like the 2 years as a hermit is a long time. No, I'm not joking, actually, I really mean it. It's a long time to be that low.
Yeah.
How did you work yourself out of that?
Actually, funny enough, Elton John gave me a call and he said, listen, I have a feeling you might be down the dumps.
Really?
Do you fancy coming to Nice for a week? We've got a load. I went over there. There was Janet Street Porter, the Pet Shop Boys, and a whole load of other people, and just stayed there. And I just had such a laugh and such a good time. And I had an audition for Joseph at the time as well, so I went back to London and got the audition, and then my life just lifted.
And then the West End beckoned, and we'll talk about that in a second, because you're having a playing a blinder out there. Meanwhile, back in
Joey Jackets.
Joey Jackets. Yeah, that's the jacket you were wearing on your way in earlier on, which is very nice. Ronan, you meanwhile, the solo career really kicked off for you. So did you have a post-Boyzone, pre-Ronan solo, depression,
like,
or was it all...
I'll go on, say you did.
I had a great time. I was having a great... No, I mean, I was lucky that I came out of it after When You Say Nothing at All being a big hit in the Notting Hill movie. And it was I was still in Boyzone when that was a hit. So that was kind of like the stepping stone. So, and then Universal wanted to make our solo record, and off I went,
And did you ever feel guilty about your success?
No, originally no, because the five of us decided we were taking a break.
What'd you say? You didn't give a shit?
The five of us decided.
Do you know what? Hold that thought, Mikey. Go on.
The five of us decided we wanted to take a break, but it was my fault that break led to a break-up, definitely.
So what was meant to be 12 months became... Did you guys, in all seriousness, did you guys feel left in the lurch? Yeah. You did, Mikey.
Yeah. No, we didn't. No, I didn't roll.
Thanks.
To be honest with you, I mean,
I'm really feeling the tension
this
here.
This is the first round we've had now. It's not
no, but I'm not stirring it.
You're going to break the band up again. I tell you, it's your fault this time.
You can call me Yoko.
Yeah, thanks.
So what is the story there with I mean, there must have been a certain amount of animosity when Ronan was kind of and you were kind of going
No, it was great for him. I mean, yeah, for him. Shane, I know that you're a very giving person, but did you feel at that stage a little bit?
I bleeding hated him.
Yeah! The truth.
He did, actually.
No, I think I was in a bad time in my life, and again being very loose-tongued. I said things in anger, and anger is a form of drunkenness almost, where you say things where you don't really mean. And for a few years there, I didn't meet Ro. And all the things I said about him in the press and to others, etc., I never had the moment of face-to-face until we did where I was doing a show in the Royal Albert Hall about an 02 or so, and I was there with a few pals just having a few gargles and stuff, and that was the moment where we met.
Yeah.
And for the 2 years I've said, I hate this, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And when I actually came face to face with the fella, all I could feel was, I wish we were back together. I had no hatred towards him at all. I really didn't.
I want to mention Stephen because we saw you in the coat, the famous
Joey Jackets.
the Joey Jackets. Let's see you in your other role. It's the most unlikely bit of casting, I have to say, as the child catcher in the West End.
Yeah, that was me yesterday.
My kids aren't
I just want to. I'd like you to. I've got some lollipops here. I wonder, could you reenact it? Would you want to see maybe a bit of the child? So, they're pretty good ones. So maybe to this camera here. Music, give us we have the music. So what were you sort of doing on the West End?
Well, I'll be running around, prancing around.
Run up and prance.
No, not prancing around.
Come on, you can stand up. Come on. Come on, get up there. Get up there.
Are you running around and you're going like, you know, lollipops, children. There are children in here. I can smell them. And like that.
That's good. Take one of each.
I need 3 of them. I'll be back.
Well done. Thank you.
Is that going to be like the Late Late Show now where they play that forever?
We don't do that in this
You'll be
show.
looking at it going, oh no, why did I do that?
I didn't sign a release form, by the way.
Mikey, we've seen you recently in a. That's really tasty. Hollywood Trials.
Yes.
You want to be an actor, right?
Yeah, I've always...
And you've done a bit.
Yes, I've always enjoyed it. Yeah, I did a lot of it when I was a kid, and then I did a couple of bits and pieces through the Boyzone years as well. So yeah, just a progression on that now.
And how's it going?
No, we're looking lollipops.
How's it going for you?
It's going very well.
Lads, pay attention. I'm trying to do an interview here.
He's wiping a lollipop.
He's wiping the lollipop on me. Stop it. Mikey.
Yes.
I want to talk about you being a thespian.
Okay.
Talk to me. Talk to me. A thespian.
This is life now.
One track mind. You see, Steve? What? Anyway, back to Thesbos.
Yes.
How goes life?
Lolly.
It's getting very.
He's flying. He's doing really well. He's.
Are you his mammy?
Well, yeah, someone has to get it going. Will you tell him? I'm trying really to help. Will you tell him, man? He's going to
And how are you, Sonny?
We're in the time.
How's it going? Are you all right?
It's going very well. It's going very well. Yeah, yeah.
You're in a movie with Ben Kingsley, aren't you?
Yes, I did a movie when I came back from LA last September. I got a part in the new Ben Kingsley movie. So
As what?
As an RUC officer, Officer Clark.
Give us
And my
give us your Belfast
accent, like now, you know. I was really like that, you know.
That's not
Very
bad.
strong. You know. What are you doing? You know?
What are you doing?
Hey.
It's good, isn't it?
He's very good.
So,
yeah.
In fact, it's so good. I'd like to present you. Congratulations. That's a Tubrity. Speech. Right. A few words. Speech.
I'd like to thank Louis for making it all possible. And of course the boys, and thank you very much for
Congratulations.
all your belief.
Ronan, part of the comeback now, I mean, your solo career continues apace. I take it as parallel situation. And then the Boyzone scenario. Is this finite? Is it going to be 12 months, or is it just we'll see what happens?
Well, we don't know at the moment. We've got a greatest hits album coming out after the tour later in the year.
Okay.
Single's going to be on the radio hopefully August, September. Obviously,
Is it new material?
Yeah, we've 2 new songs on the
you?
greatest hits, and if everything goes well, you can be sure Universal are going to want a studio album. We're getting on better than we ever got on.
Are you?
We're having a great time. We're having a great laugh.
We have done nothing
Except for
but
one
laugh.
fella,
And he knows who he is. And he knows. And is he suffering from a nut allergy?
No,
as well?
he's not. It's not him.
It's the other one.
It's the other fella.
Okay.
And no, we're having a great time. You know, there's every chance we could make a studio album together. And the amount of material we've written and we've recorded while trying to find the first single. We already have an album ready to go, so you never know.
And are you all buffed up and like are you all fit, match fit, fighting fit?
Can't you tell?
Will there be a
No?
lot of this?
Yeah. No, we're feeling good. I mean, we're in the gym every day. Rehearsals are full on. We do a full 2-hour cardio in the morning before we start rehearsals, and we're all in the gym in the evenings. We're very committed to it. So.
Well, I have to say, it's there's a great warmth from it. Like it's very genuine.
Honest to God,
the chemistry
I mean,
does seem to be there.
We're shooting a documentary, and I hope everyone, that's why we're doing it. We want people to see that this is genuine. It's not a money-making exercise. We're spending over $3 million on the production. All of the money. It's all going back into the show because we want people to believe in this.
June 28th in the RDS in Dublin.
Absolutely.